Hi, I'm coming to you from the State Emergency Operations Center with an instructional video about how to set up your own health screening. I'm wearing a mask now because that is the best practice for everyone coming into these screenings. But for the purpose of this video and for your ability to understand me, I am going to remove the mask just for this video. But as a reminder, anyone coming into your facility or working in this screening process should be wearing at minimum a cloth mask or something at a higher level of protection. So let's get started with what you need to get set up. What you need is sanitizing wipes. You'll need a forehead thermometer to take people's temperature. Obviously, you'll need backup batteries and alcohol wipes to wipe down the thermometer between people if you are touching it to their skin. You'll also need wristbands. We recommend having a different color for each day. You don't have to have 7 days worth. But you want to be able to alternate colors so that someone who passes the screening one day does not just wear that same wristband the next day who may have developed symptoms. You also want hand sanitizer for your workers to use in between people if they can't wash their hands with soap and water, as well as gloves, medical gloves for them to stay safe. If they are not having contact with the patients, they don't need to change gloves between every person, but if they are contacting people, then obviously they would need to change gloves for each person they contact. Now let's talk about how you set up your actual symptom screening. If you have a large number of employees, you will need a larger setup, obviously, and a larger area and more employees. What we're showing you here today is for a smaller operation, so we just have one symptom checker here who does the whole system. If you have a larger operation, you want to have a full table and you want to separate your employees who are running the symptom screening by, of course, at least 6 feet. You'll also want to mark out on your floor space for people to line up so that your employees coming in or your customers coming in have at least 6 feet of space between them. So we've got here our table. You'll come up and get your temperature taken.
97.9.
97.9, so that's a normal temperature, so I pass. If you have a temperature of 100.4 or higher, that is considered a fever, and that employee or customer should not enter your facility because that is one of the symptoms, and they do need to go home where they can work from home if they're one of your employees. Or if a customer, obviously, they should not come in to the facility because they may be symptomatic. So the person, if you have more than one station, they should remember their temperature for the next station. The next station is then data entry. In this case, since it's a smaller operation, we have the same person doing it. So since I passed, he gives me a wristband. This shows that I've passed the temperature screening, and then we do the data entry. So you'll want to have your data entry person go through the list of potential symptoms as well and record both the temperature as well as the response to the symptoms. If someone has any of those symptoms, they also, unfortunately, should not be allowed into your facility, and they should go home and take care of themselves and monitor their symptoms. For your symptom checkers, always remember to clean the thermometer after each use, maintain a clean workspace, clean and disinfect all surface areas at the end of the day, and of course they should clean their hands frequently and wear gloves between the customers or employees that they are having contact with. So thank you for taking the time to learn about how to set up a symptom screening at your workplace. By taking these steps, you can help reduce the spread of COVID-19 in Colorado. Please visit covid19.colorado.gov to find resources and more information.